try as much as possible to make yourself an asset. Like I usually say, the worst asset in the world is having no value at all. And of course, the best asset anyone can possess is to have a lot of values. Good day, I'm Honorable Kazeem Bolarinwa, the SA to the Governor for your state on youth and sports. Of course, definitely, there are a lot of hopes for the youth, and the reason is simple. Because we are where we are today, not because we are the best of the youth, but because we are privileged amongst the youth. And that is basically because the governor for your state, His Excellency Governor Oluseyi Makinde, sees sense and future in the youth. So if we can be where we are today, then that's enough for the youth constituency to have, in fact, a larger hope in what the future holds for them. Again, I want to say that the future is carrying a lot of potentials for the youth. And the future we are talking about is not in a decade time, neither is it in a century time. It is now. Yeah, basically when we talk about the youth making impact, the youth can make impact in all ways, in diverse ways, in all ramifications. And the reason is simple. Basically because when we talk about development anywhere and everywhere, in any states and everywhere in any country, we are talking about what the youth is constituting, what the youth is bringing to table. When we talk about initiatives or we talk about ideas, that are out of this world, ideas that are out of the box, basically, it's the youth that are coming up with ideas. Let's talk of the billionaires of the world today. The billionaires of the world today, if they are not youth, they started as youth. So, if the youth of yesterday could be billionaires today, there's nothing assuring us that the youth of today will not be trillionaires tomorrow. It basically has to do with what you come up with as initiative and how well you've projected that initiative to the world. The solution to that is very, very simple. Basically, you know yourself than I do know you. You know what you love than I do know. You know what you have passion for than any other person could define for you. So just ask yourself, what is that thing that I love doing, that I can continually do, that I will get tireless, and I would still keep doing it. That is your passion. That is what you should delve into. If it has to do with buying and selling, then you can delve into a business of your own choice. If it has to do with probably playing football, then you can enroll in a team. If it has to do with maybe singing, if that's your passion, that's why you see a lot of boys on the streets that have not even made a dime from a studio, from any of their song release. And you still see them saying that, one day I go blow at the blow. It has to do with passion. You see, if the like of Davido or Wizkid didn't have passion for what they were doing, they would not be where they are today. You see, if the like of Honorable Kazeem Bolarinwa didn't have passion for youth advocacy, for youth discovery of potentials, for youth emancipation, and I may not be where I am today. You see, it has to do with what you can continually do. Even if you're not making money from it, you will still continue to do it. That is your passion. Invest in your passion. Venture more in your passion. Turn your passion to your portfolio. What does it mean to turn your passion to your portfolio? Define a means of projecting your passion to the world and see how you can begin to make money from it. And that is the best business any youth can venture into. Like I said, when you say working for passion and working for money, see, is there anything like working for passion? What is the essence of working, and not making ends meet at the end of the day, or not getting a source of sustenance, or not becoming a source of sustenance rather at the end of the day? So it's not all about how much you have worked. Do you understand? It's about how much you have been able to impact lives and how much you have been able to impact your own self financially. First of all, you need to know who you are, okay? Then know the kind of venture you want to start. Know the kind of business or initiative you want to venture into. So irrespective of the problems you think you are, or challenges you think you have or face, it is normal. It is key. You know, they say that a good destination would have a course or a rough road. You understand? So nothing good comes easy. So the thing is, it's all about you persevering. You get? You need to endure. Endurance and perseverance is very, very key, you know, when you are trying to build a business for yourself, when you're trying to make an establishment for yourself, you know. So you need to know that this is key. Okay, thank you. When you see, when my name is mentioned, it rings a bell. Is it Ibadanpride you're talking about, or Kazeem Bolarinwa? Well, let me say, if it is Ibadanpride, anyway, it's just a name that came out of my quest to project Ibadan to the world, and at the same time touch the youth constituency. I didn't even get to come up with that name here in Ibadan. I came up with the name when I was in the north, when I was moving from one NYSA camp to the other to talk about unleashing the potentials in youth, discovering oneself, you know, and trying to give directions to the youth. And from there, whenever I mention that I'm from Oyo State, Ibadan precisely, they begin to raise eyebrows like, wow, Ibadan. So eventually, I got to interview some people, and I'm like, they've had a single story of Ibadan. It's a dirty place, crew people are from there, they don't even know how to speak good English. So meeting me was like a turnaround for their mind, and I'm like, see, come, you've just made the pride of Ibadan. So all those things you've heard about Ibadan, they are nothing but lies. Because Ibadan is the city of the first. We are the first university. We are the first radio station, the first TV station, the first stadium, the first skyscraper, the first everything. Don't you get it? So that's it basically. Thank you. Whenever I'm asked about my career or my ambition, I usually say that I'm a young boy, you see, of a very tall ambition. You see, do you know the first skyscraper that I talked about not quite long? Yeah, it's the Cocoa House. My ambition is taller than the Cocoa House. Let's leave it at that. I would say my little secret is selflessness. Yes, selflessness, humanitarianism. I've given my all to people I don't know in the past. I'm still doing it till today. My advice for the youth has always been one, because, and I'm still gonna say it again. Call me the value advocate, I'll gladly respond. See, let me tell you, no man would buy what they can cheaply get. No man would put money on what they can easily borrow. Try as much as possible to make yourself an asset. Like I usually say, the worst asset in the world is having no value at all. And of course, the best asset anyone can possess is to have a lot of values. Possess potentials, project your potentials to the world, and trust me, every step you take, everything that you do, there is someone somewhere that is watching. Anything you do, any step you take, there is someone somewhere that is ready to pay for that value you're projecting to the world.